The RAF began planning a replacement jet fighter for the locally built CAC Mustang and DH-8 Vampire as early as 1949. Successive aircraft under consideration included the Grumman Panther, the proposed large twin-jet all-weather CA-23 fighter, and the Hawker P.10811. In the end, the CAC-27 Sabre was introduced as Australia's frontline fighter from 1954 and retired in 1971. The first Mirage III took flight on November 17, 1956. It was the first Western European combat aircraft to exceed Mach 2 in horizontal flight, a feat which was achieved on the 24th of October 1958, powered by the newly developed
Snake maatar.
afterburning turbojet engine, designated as the Mirage III. In October 1960, the first major production model, designated the Mirage III-C, performed its maiden flight. Initial operational deliveries of this model commenced in July of 1961, and the search for a Sabre replacement began in the late 1950s. In 1960, following an evaluation team to visit Europe and North America, the French Dassault Mirage III was selected over the Lockheed F-104 Starfighter. The first two aircraft were built in France, with the first flight on the 14th of March 1963. The remaining aircraft were built under license in Australia using the French
Snake ma-
ATAR 9C engine. The Mirages Australia bought then were designated the O for Aussie. The Australian Minister of Defence announced the first order of 30 Mirage 3.0s at the cost of 18 million Australian pounds. In today's money, that will be equivalent to around $310 million. This order was soon followed by the additional order of 30, then 40 single-seater Mirages, and then 16 two-seater Mirage 3Ds that will be used to train new pilots. Out of the 160 Mirages Australia had, 40 were lost in crashes, and sadly 14 pilots were killed. There were a number of reasons why the Mirage had so many crashes in Australia. One of the main reasons that the Mirage 3.0 was so prone to crashing was due to engine failure and its swept wing design. The delta wing design that was equipped on the Mirage 3 allowed for lots of advantages. One of these advantages allowed for the aircraft to push to very high speeds, but air could move sideways on the wing, meaning that the aircraft would lose lift. And when it lost lift, it would push the aircraft into a stall, which was nearly a death sentence for the pilot and the aircraft. To fix this problem, a little notch was added to the side of the wing to force air upwards in high speeds to essentially block the air from rolling off the wing. Another disadvantage to the Mirage is that it had a very high takeoff speed, and with a very high takeoff speed, mean it also had a very high landing speed to reduce the chances of stall. So this meant aircrafts would need very long runways to land on, and usually have to use things like drag chutes to slow themselves down. Due to these issues found on the Mirage, the pilots gave it the name the French Lady. If you treated it too harsh, she would punish you. The Mirage 3 was good in many roles: interception, ground attack, and air-to-air combat, and protected Australia's skies for many years, until it was eventually replaced by the McDonnell Douglas FA-18 Hornet. It's a highly iconic aircraft and still remembered by plenty of Aussies today, and I believe it is a very good aircraft in Australia's Air Force's history. This video took a very, very, very long time to make. Even though it's like less than 4 minutes long, it took me from April to November to make this movie. Reasons: I'm really lazy. But anyway, thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the video.